Походу, Денчик прыгал.
Что перезапуск был? А, надо было комп приботнуть нахуй. Перезапуск компаунд был. Не знаю, что было, блять. Не знаю, что хуйня какая-то была. Это хуйня еще комп сейчас будет. Я не знаю, что за хуйня. Мне надо нахуй Windows носить, блять, уже. Я тоже хочу переустановить, блять. А вот сейчас... Чё? Блять, мне что это приснил? Блять. Сука. Ёбаный рот. Я только сейчас понял, что это мне приснилось, блять. Не, хуйни у меня нету какой-то. Нет какой-то хуйни. Мне просто надо винду уже переустановить. Я ее уже, блядь, сколько? 4 года нахуй в винде. Блять. Не, вот здесь хуйня, блядь, ебаная нахуй. Я не собираюсь ее ставить, блядь. Помойка ебаная, а не винда нахуй. Бля. Четыре года я, блядь, с этой виндой сижу нахуй.
Ура, я дома КС Alt. Я сама с тела 120 играл, так круто для глаз вообще.
Чё? Сам с тела 120 играл. Бля. Хорош, морковь. Вот зашел. Спустя 2 года я на андроиде. Ладно. Почему стример не здоровается? Потому что стример смотрит в телефон, пока заходит. Здорово. О, Джорди сюда будку поставил все-таки, да? Ты такой думаю, блядь, что-то будка какая-то неродная, нахуй. Да, надо пойти там в гос слить, блядь. Джорди, убери эту хуйню! Пожалуйста, нахуй, она мне мешается. Ну, неудивительно. Так я знаю, блядь, то что неудивительно. Куда я тебе ее переставлю, блядь? Так и на UTST, блядь, нужно мозг переебать, чтобы, блядь, запустить форзу. Поэтому я не хочу себе LTST. У Алекса была LTSC? LTSK? Блин, да, блядь. Он так заебался ставить этот Microsoft Store, нахуй. Ебан, блядь, лагающий, нахуй. Да, алло, блядь, когда этот баг уже, сука, закончится, нахуй, заебал меня. Нет, нельзя. Я не могу лично без него жить, я пользуюсь им, потому что... Кенза, так ее запустишь, но только чтобы тебе Майк Стор установить, тебе нужно переебать себе мозг, нахуй. Ладно. А чё, у меня сегодня баг пройдет, нахуй? Алло, блядь. Хотринг, нахуй. Ты чё, блин, на приколе там, нахуй? Ты чё, блядь? Да, блядь, походу, нахуй. Потому что он все еще нахуй ускориться не может, блядь. Ну, наконец-то, блядь. Или нет, нахуй. Массовым все заебись. Да чё за хуйня, алё, блядь? Что интереснее, жаль тебя. Пробуй. Наконец-то, блядь. На Аризоне ни один ГМ не работает, даже у тебя в курсе. Я понял. Ленчик стареет, смысл. Самолет Полина ищет, нахуй. Джорди, ты где бабки-то взял в итоге, нахуй? 700 ты где взял, блядь? Ты у Свита взял еще в долг или че? Или депозит, нахуй, раздел? Или за сколько ты взял в итоге самолет? А, у тебя 300 было? Я думал, у тебя 200, нахуй. Ладно. Тогда сейчас надо... Да мне лень, блядь. Ладно, морковка. Морковь, можно, пожалуйста, я скажу, что хочу сказать? И ты на это не обидишься. Всем похуй. Ну, извини, конечно, блядь. Но реально. Что тут на Б, блядь? Они понаметали свои ебаные. Ладно. Похуй. Ну, shift, иди нахуй. Бля, надо до шкафов нахуй ехать. Надо в шкафы скинуть. Куда ты летишь, блядь, дурак, нахуй? Не буду я тебя к себе сажать, блядь, нехуй в меня врезаться, блядь. Сам в меня врезался, блядь. Ты на что, в стиме сидишь? Не, я на альте сижу в стиме. А чё? Шиноба это только для КС-ки. Счищу. Шиноба это для КС-ки. Все. Ладно, морковь. Когда-нибудь морковь поймет одну вещь. Я пошел по Джокеру. Чё? Хорош. Мог бы купить у меня лучше в Котлинг. Единственный на серваке. Ну тебе, блядь. Ладно. Когда-нибудь морковь поймет. Да хватит эти смайлики отправлять ебаные, блять, их в России не видно, заебал, блять, прей. Че вы все меня, сука, выводите? Их не видно нахуй в России, блять. Мне это ебаная югодзис, блять. Сука, ебаная картиночка, блять. И Бруно, он еще хуйню смайлики тоже, блять, отправляет, ебаная. Потому что, блядь, YouTube забанен нахуй в рашке, блядь. Смайлик пытается отправить ютубовский, блядь, который, сука, в России не видел. Дебил, блядь. Дебил, блядь. Что ты делаешь? Здесь машины ручилки еще играл. Пусто здесь. Почему он задом не едет, блять, я вообще не понял. Что за бред, нахуй? Не знаю. Не хватает. Не, у меня не вхромен. Куда из графона? Да сколько ты точилки-то скупаешь? Ну, я думаю, под Новосити их можно и по 80к слить, блять. А это 75, друг. Ну, так Sony можно по 80, а похуй, я свою сливаю. $22 500, нихуя, а чё так много вышло? Я думал, будет поменьше, блин, ну ладно, заебись. Поехали. Не думал, то, что так дохуя сейчас выходит за точилки. Смотрим, купить можешь. Аксов. Пизду нахуй, не хочу в эту игру играть, блять. нахуй. Пишет, блядь. Не осуждаю, блядь. Похуй мне. Мне нравится, идет нахуй. Бля, чё, Джорди, может, пройдем, чтобы увидеть, что она скажет после того, как я сделаю расследование, или что? Или будем дальше уж идти? Когда купил? Ты что, думаешь, он у меня куплен? Джорди. А то я же ее рано убил, блядь. И тогда я ее тоже рано убил. Я же расследование полностью не проходил. Да, как хочешь. Я хочу посмотреть ее реакцию просто. Что она, как отреагирует, блядь, что произойдет нахуй. Где наш там скрытого ношения нахуй? Какой значок вот у этого ножа? Это классический, понятно? Классический. Терминус классический. Пальто. Какой? Пальто классического кроя. Вот это вот? С перчатками нахуй. Не, в черном. Чё? Черный зимний костюм. А, вот этот вот. А мне в принципе похеру какой пистолет я, потому что сейчас буду нормально заходить. Я сейчас буду заходить по нормальному заходу. То есть как должен заходить, так что похуй какой пистолет. Я ж, наверное, не смогу пронести таблетки, да? Я же, наверное, не смогу пронести таблетки, да? Поэтому возьму отмычку нахуй. Там 5 патронов. А, шприц, что ли? А где шприц? Вот этот, что ли? Вот этот? Он без обыска? $1 000 000 за выстрел, можешь. А я не знаю, какой значок на нем должен быть, чтобы его при обыске не находили. А, вот тут пишется, понял нахуй. Автоматически есть, нихуя. Сниженный урон. А нету никакого писта, который не находит, блядь, походу. С цифрой 5. Концепт 5, что ли, блядь. В конце самом. Ну, у меня, видишь, у меня вот эти вот, блядь, не показываются. А, вот этот, что ли? Вот этот, что ли, блядь, 5 миллиметров, нахуй. А, да, вот пистолет скрытого ношения. Ебать, я стелсер ебучий, я в ахуе. Забей морковь. Забей морковь.
Thornbridge Manor. Welcome to England. Having just been in Dubai with all that new money on display, the gold and the flash, and the perhaps unpersonal, we move into the inherited wealth and the established upper class of the old. We are in a rural, ancestral mansion in England where a family gathering is taking place, and a tragedy just happened. This mission is about taking out the last target of Providence, Alexa Carlisle.
Блядь, а в нем всего 5 выстрелов? Серьезно?
Here, in her very own home where it all started. This mission is about infiltrating the lair of the lioness, getting close and knowing your target. It is the ultimate home invasion.
Ебать, настолько прям все плохо. Но я надеюсь, вот так вот пополнятся они. Они так не пополняются! Так, нахуй. Начать миссию заново, нахуй, окей. Настолько всем прям все плохо, нахуй. Это патроны на цель. А здесь как тогда, блядь?
And the perhaps unpersonal, we move into the inherited wealth and the established upper class of the old. We are in a rural, ancestral mansion in England where a family gathering is taking place, and a tragedy just happened. This mission is about taking out the last target of Providence, Alexa Carlisle.
Да как ты заметил? Сука. Питер, блядь.
Welcome to England.
Да иди нахуй.
Having just been in Dubai with all that new money on display, the gold and the flash, and the perhaps unpersonal, we move into the inherited wealth and the established upper class of the old. We are in a rural, ancestral mansion in England where a family gathering is taking place, and a tragedy has happened. This mission is about taking out the last target of Providence, Alexa Carlisle. And what better place to do it but here, in her very own home where it all started. This mission is about infiltrating the lair of the lioness, getting close and knowing your target. It is the ultimate home invasion. We wanted the tone of the mission to evoke an ominous feeling and a sense of mystery. We wanted a mission that could tell very personal stories and unveil inner secrets. It should be a residence filled with surprises, and while playing it, the player should slowly unfold a story about the fall of a family empire, all the while seeing the vulnerable side of an Iron Lady. Of course, we did not miss the chance to add quirky family members and the special egos that you would expect in a place like this.
Вот так вот у меня, блядь, еще 2 патрона осталось, нахуй.
Elevate the general mood and to give a twist to the gameplay. We decided to add
А чё у меня задание-то не взялось? Сюжетка.
Who done it in this mission?
Вот это выкинуть нахуй. 2 патрона, блядь, осталось.
This would then also allow us to get close to the family as well as the target, showing Alexa's vulnerable sides. Perhaps also to be exploited to the player's benefit. It is very hard to miss that the event in this mission is centered around a murder mission. Here, we ask the player to play the role of a private investigator to solve a very recent death, a suicide that our target suspect is foul play. At first, we played around with giving away the PI disguise already outside, almost for free, just to let almost everyone experience it from the get-go, as there is so much gameplay in it. But ultimately, we decided not to, as that would rob the player from infiltrating the mansion themselves, which is a very core hitman and fun thing to do. Instead, we teased the murder mystery very heavily in the beginning to try and catch the player's interest.
Бля, можно было в тайник какой-нибудь запихнуть еще один такой пистолет, чтобы у меня было побольше патронов.
Almost forgot that I was playing a hitman game and was all in on solving the case. And that's what we hope that most players will do. The name of this mission is Death in the Family. And there is a lot of that in this mission. Alexa Carlisle is back from the dead. We have a suspect suicide of one of the house family members. And we have the death of an important character.
Бля, пока он пиздит, я тут уже нахуй этот.
But there is more. There is someone in the mansion that is not done with the killing, and there's a legacy and history with the family that the players can learn about. The story is quite complex, and we suspect and hope that it will take our players quite a few sessions to figure out how everything connects. The same as mastering the gameplay and the level design.
A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa.
I prefer to get started. As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Да, пойдем, братан. Спидран.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlisle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you.
Hello there, sir.
That there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlisle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlisle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was...
Иди нахуй.
The dead body of Zachary Carlisle, Alexa's little brother. I wonder what happened to him, 47. A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
Я еще, по-моему, что-то забыл. Я еще что-то забыл. Нет? Ну, еще что-то было же. 5 из 6, да. Ага.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlisle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlisle.
Patrick Carlisle. can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out.
Еще нельзя сесть.
Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So...
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Игра стоит 300 ТЛ, чат. Так ты третий хитман сразу же купи. Или ты про чё?
Such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris?
А, это
He
третий, да,
treated me
это
like
третий.
shit.
Правильно
All he
поступил.
wanted
Что
to
ты
do
про
was
чё?
play stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Не пойму, где вам взять.
Stop pacing, for God's sake, Emma.
But why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play funeral and then show up like nothing's the least bit strange.
Oh, don't get your knickers all twisted.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead.
Ля, у тебя героин, у меня генштаб нахуй.
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really.
Сука,
I'm just enjoying
героин.
the show.
Ой,
Our
бля.
perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she?
Сильно проебалась неправильно.
You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for
Светиться.
everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my
Светиться,
family.
светиться очень,
I got
блядь.
an awful
Ножкой так.
migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8
Гтарп
o'clock.
детектива.
Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. How do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Так, этот телохранитель. Бля, я не помню, где Эдвард, нахуй. Где вообще вход, подожди? Там, по-моему, он в какой-то комнате сразу же перед входом. Или сбоку, блядь. Вот не сюда.
Just remembered I went for a stroll behind the greenhouse last night. Maybe that's where it is.
What is?
My lost button. One you couldn't find at the graveyard. Now, good idea.
Patrick token
Бля, где этот Эдвард ебучий?
Gregory, don't say more to that weird detective than you need to.
I was just having a laugh, dear. Must admit, he's pretty good.
What if he believes we had something to do with Zachary's death?
Oh, please.
He's circling us. I don't see him snooping around your sister. I bet Alexa said something.
If I could be bothered, I'd be worried about your mental health.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to...
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Так, блять, наверх подъем, вот он.
Sup?
А.
Sorry.
Опять он яйца катит.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Do I like him, or do I like the fact he's not another knuckle-dragging rugby washout?
Ладно, тогда проедем по старому пути. Сука, назло тут ни одно окно нахуй у нее не открыто, это пиздец.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickened. A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
Монтгомери говорит, ага. Не помню, какая там еще, блядь, эта хуйня. Третья какая-то хуйня еще. Четвертая, точнее, хуйня. Ищи нахуй. Нет, нет, здесь. Где, сука, блядь? Сталки нахуй надо, блядь, по-моему, сгонять. Он в комнате у него больше же нихуя нет, да, Джорда? По-моему, четвертая улика находится в этой. А, не, вот. Это... И бесит меня нахуй. Негр ебаный, блядь. Яйца катит постоянно категоричный. Заебал уже. Так, ладно, только.
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Junior calling from Morgan, Yates & Cohn. I need to get a listing of asset transfers from the Carlisle account HTC depot number 5085. No, I need it immediately. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, I'm still here. It doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Right. I'll double check and get back to you.
Well?
Well?
Well, what did you find? Gabe's better well have a
Нихуя.
reason for not being here in person. Christ! You really don't have a clue, do you? I'm talking about that weasel Arthur Edwards. Can we get back what he stole from me?
So far, it looks like we can't. All the transfers of funds and privileges I've been through have been bulletproof. He intercepted the arrangements our office worked years to put in place.
That's why Don Yates should be here. He made the arrangements. He should bloody well be the one to clean up this whole mess.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Don't kill the messenger, Alexa. Please, continue your efforts, Mr. Ford.
Так, один уйди, блядь, нахуй отсюда, блядь. Иначе я не смогу этого ебнуть, придурка. Похуй. Прикольно сделано.
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlisle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
Вову я выкину в этом нахуй переулке лучше. Там его хотя бы никто не найдет, блядь, этот ствол. И можно убить, охуеть. Ну да, бля, я ж фит меня забыл нахуй. Тут чем можно убить? Точняк, бля. О, вот оно что, смотри. Охуеть. Вот зачем трость ей. Ну все это, блядь, и эта дура нахуй. Подожди, а если у меня его нету? Вот, я не могу, понял? Если у меня его нету, я не могу это использовать. Все, это Эмма. Это Эмма. Здесь уже сомнений даже нету. Эта трость была в ее комнате. Сейчас, если я к ней приду с этой тростью.
Why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are Mother's favorite kind of people. Can't remember ever having a family event without one tucked away in a room somewhere. Due diligence always trumps.
I think bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
No power, no fortune.
She expects family photos to be photo shoot because we're all down. Talk about messed up moments. And who's carrying the load? I'll tell you who.
How are you today, sir? Everything needs to be ready for the funeral.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure.
I'd stay worried about how things.
А нахуй мне ом? Я в этот раз даже без омика могу обойтись.
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby.
I don't know how the...
Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Бля, ну Эмма так-то убийца, но я, блядь, еще хочу посмотреть, что он скажет, если, блядь, у меня еще на Фернсби будет тоже, блядь, выйти. Только где его кабинет, я что-то забыл, нахуй. Он вроде тоже на втором же этаже, да, был? Его кабинет. В одном из углов, нахуй. Вроде сюда вот, нахуй, не? Нет, не сюда, нахуй.
Yeah, what you said.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Это тут чей кабинет? Так, это этой дуры, нахуй. Блять, а где то, что мне нужно, нахуй? На первом, что ли, этаже, блядь? Подожди. А зачем здесь повиснуть, нахуй, можно? Странно, блядь. Ладно. Борщ, всякие, всякая эта хуйня. Персонал, короче, обслуживающий. Бля, забыл реально, где его кабинет, нахуй, этого уёбка. Да, блять, а где его кабинет-то, нахуй? Ёбаный рот, нахуй. Блять. Сука, я забыл, нахуй, где он реально.
Maybe we should get back to... Yeah.
Мне интересно, что они тут хотят сделать, блять. Типа то, что я их так вот распугиваю, нахуй, они же не работают это время, да? Что они сделают, если их не шугать, блядь? Дальше я не могу же наверх подняться сюда, вот, да?
I don't know who you are, and frankly, I don't give a shit. I'm not letting you through here.
Вот. Сюда меня не пускают, да. Где кабинет этого ебаного дворецкого, блядь? Сука. Заебал ты меня уж. Тоже не то, блядь. Сука, я не помню, блядь, где он нахуй? Что за хуета, блядь?
Check on that undertaker in charge of the funeral. I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle.
I did, sir. It all checked out.
На первом, что ли, блядь, этаже, нахуй? Я таки, блядь. Только где, нахуй, тогда, блядь? А что с ними можно сделать, нахуй? Вы где? А если в них выстрелить, нахуй? А им что, типа похуй вообще? То, что я, блядь, там петушка пристрелил. Охуеть им похуй. Ебать похуй.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations.
Блять, подожди, я тут? Да, все, я тут.
The Reverend Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral.
Big thing for Mother to fake her own death.
Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Too busy for my taste. Tell me, she turned up and demanded.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
How are things coming along inside?
That is the door to Mr. Fern's
А, вот
business.
нашел нахуй, наконец-то, блядь. Нашел наконец-то, блядь, его офис ебаный. Сука, так заебался.
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself.
А чё, услышали это, блядь, с улицы, нахуй, чё, ёбнутая?
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Greetings, sir.
Че, все же обошел, да, комнату вроде? Я нашел его комнату, сука. Сейчас жди, брат. Я не все нахуй нашел в твоей комнате, блядь, притормози нахуй.
painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder. But I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Бля, можно подставить дворецкого. Ну ща, я пройду на обе этих концовки нахуй.
How are you, sir?
Бля, она уже здесь нахуй стоит, сука.
Please stay back.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat, please. Go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost, marry your heir Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I suppose I could convince you to deal with my sister now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then.
Да. Нихуя. Бля, ебать, это круто.
The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him...
Sir.
I need some privacy. Thank you.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Так, все, сейв делаем здесь. Так, теперь загрузить. И вот этот вот.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby, killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous.
О, здесь по-другому говорит, смотри.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby. You were wrong, Mr. Whitmer. He did not do it to protect himself. He did it to protect the Carlyle legacy. Mr. Fernsby, like myself, understands that sacrifices must be made to secure stability and prosperity. Mr. Whitmer, I'd appreciate it if your findings never leave this room. I understand Fernsby's actions, and there is no need for them to have more consequences than they already have. Fernsby was very fond of Zachary, and I am sure his decision will haunt him to the day he dies. About your reward, have you considered an amount?
И смотри, здесь по-другому она говорит, то есть. А если я вот тут вот сейчас запрошу деньги, например?
I'll send you an invoice.
Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. I trust you'll see yourself out.
А, ну тут так просто,
I need
блядь.
some privacy.
Смотри, тут так просто, то есть, типа. Да? Окей, так вот.
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Arthur Edwards, the constant. But that must mean you're...
О, другой диалог.
I expected you'd show up. But you're not here to kill me. If you were, you would have already. The enemy of my enemy, I suppose. You can have it. You earned it.
А здесь так просто, смотри. Смотри, а здесь так просто. Там получше диалог был.
The file you want is in the safe. Good hunting. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
И теперь мы ее вообще по красоте уебываем нахуй.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Вот мы и прошли на две концовки. На все концовки, точнее. Без раскрытия. С раскрытием. Че, получается, здесь выполнено, да? Да, вот, мотив выполнен. Сюжетное задание выполнено, заебись. Прикольно. А считай, можно же выполнить задание и потом еще ее похоронить. Прикольно тоже. Тоже как варик же. То есть ее выполнить вот этот квест и потом еще по сюжетке ее похоронить. Вот это прям, я думаю, вообще имбище нахуй. Ну все, пойдем даже. А, пойдем через обычный выход, похуй. Поиск. О! Обнаружили труп, что ли? Что вы, ребятки? Так и стоите здесь, грустите.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Все, сейчас приду. Джорди, так вот смотри, я вот прошел, считай, да? Тогда я проходил, я сейчас я прошел за 41 минуту. То есть разница небольшая. В зависимости от концов, от того, как ты будешь проходить ее. То есть, если ты хочешь раскрывать вообще. Так, это скипнуть вообще можно, кстати. Продолжить историю. Мы это уже смотрели, правда, ты ему ничего не должна. Чё? Ой, это этот квест? Ага. Че, может, не стоит это проходить? Ну, вообще же не очень, блядь. Я не хочу лично просто этот квест проходить. Он такой душный был. Давай вот этот видосик глянем. С клубом я не хочу.
You're hurt.
You should see the other guy. Never killed nobody before. What you did back there. You really are all Gray said you'd be. 47. He didn't suffer, did he?
He made it count.
Bruised but not broken. I'm glad. It's time we start afresh, you and me.
Get to the point.
You and your friends pulled off the impossible. You stormed the heavens, took down the untouchables, and yet here we are. Status quo. It just goes to show you can't fight power, Miss Burnwood. Power never dies, it only changes hands. The best you can do is claim it. I never cared about power. Power is a tool, Miss Burnwood. It's the thing that gets you to the thing. As the next constant, you can be the agent of change.
Transform the system from the inside, or be transformed by it.
No risk, no reward. You need to think about it. No, you won't. The real question is, what will you bring to the table?
О, вот это, по-моему, прикольный квест. Но он огромный тоже, пиздец. О, бля, тут можно сразу же стартовать кем-то. Я хочу без этой. Без вступительного диалога разработчика, блять.
Chongqing, China. This city is Big Brother's wet dream with more than 2.5 million cameras covering 15 million people. Privacy is a four-letter word in this place. It's pretty ironic that a cloak and dagger organization like the ICA keeps its most valuable secrets here. You'll find Hush conducting his fringe experiments in an abandoned apartment building, while Imogen Royce, the archivist, runs the day-to-day business of the ICA data facility. I just hope you...
Shouldn't be out here with a bad influence spinster like
Бля, ну это красивая миссия. Че, по сюжеткам пойдем?
What's it like inside his room? You got a chance to look?
This room's so clean you could eat your dinner off the damn floor. I'll tell you that much.
Мне под бомжа надо переодеться. А где кот, блядь, взять нахуй отсюда? Или понравится?
Sorry, sir. Got orders. Can't let you through. Sorry for the inconvenience.
How are you feeling? 1 to 5.
2.
How strong is it?
Hey there, guard. Does anyone know this man? You know this fella?
Tell me the name of your mother.
I'm just amazed that somebody with a tech whiz background would want to make this kind of a break.
Я не хочу так-то по заданиям проходить, блядь. Я хочу сейчас сделать просто вот так вот нахуй, все, блядь.
You got the bastard, Hush. Now go get Imogen Royce and we can get to the core.
Че, я забраться не могу? Честно, я не очень хотел с этим квестом мучиться сейчас очень долго, блядь.
You've been doing all that shit with resistance bands? Oh, I can. It's on my ass!
Поэтому я просто скипну его и все, и побежал отсюда, блядь.
Suddenly jumped up right in front of me. She was hiding in a hole with cardboard covering her. I nearly kept my food.
Sorry, sir. Got orders. Can't let you through.
Да, сюда нельзя. Даже так, да.
Mr. Pritchard, I presume. Hi, I'm Chen Ping. Pleased to meet you. I'll be your guide on the facility.
I've had an awful flight. 9 hours delayed, luggage lost somewhere along the way, and the airline is trying to avoid the responsibility. I'm hungry and I'm tired, and I want to clean everything out before I'm doing your tour.
Yes, so sorry about your...
So, someone is here for a tour of the facility. Might be a way to get in.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Have a nice evening,
Did
sir.
you bring the P41 we left for you in the apartment?
No, I wasn't informed that I should.
Oh, very sorry, Mr. Pritchard. We need you to bring the P41 to get the tour. It's procedure. Please pick it up before you come and find me. I'll be waiting by the stairs in the back of the restaurant kitchen. What's going on in that noodle place? It's 3 in the morning.
Have you had a look
And
inside
I
that
swear
room?
I've been at it. So I'm for work.
Мне в эту квартиру нахуй надо. Какой кодовый замок-то, блять? Я откуда должен знать этот код? Че, юмористы, что ли? Че за прикол? Откуда я должен знать этот код вообще? Че за шутка нахуй? Так, вроде. Все понял нахуй, как можно. Владелец, блять, пришел нахуй. Не стоит заходить в туалет свой нахуй, ёбнутая. Пизда тебе нахуй, Лёха. Зря ты домой пришла, блять. Ебать. Блядь. Как вот теперь нахуй домой в туалет заходите вообще? Домой нахуй в туалет к себе заходишь, а тебя хуяк под печень, блядь.
Hi,
0118.
Chanting here. Mr. Pritchard, I'm just calling to tell you to bring your P41 for the facility tour. Thank you.
Mr. Pritchard, I just read your report and share your concerns regarding facility leadership behavior. I fully back your decision to inspect, and I would appreciate updates on your initial findings as they come in. Good job. Oh, you got new menus. I had no idea. Do you still have the... sorry, what? Right, yeah. Just some sparkling water is fine. So, do you... oh, right here. Yeah, so I'd like to get some soup dumplings. Right, sorry, yeah. The crowd. And how about some of those... shit, what are they called? The crispy ones? Yes, those. Perfect. You know what? I'll get a double order. And,
0118. Все, подходит. 0118, надо запомнить, блять, на всякий случай. Пригодится еще. А как вот? Что с ним сделать? Мне что, надо ждать, пока он отсюда уйдет? Походу, да. Но он же не будет так бесконечно сидеть, я думаю, да? Наверняка уж. Наверняка он не будет просто так бесконечно сидеть. Должно же произойти. Бля, он что, издевается нахуй? Бля, монетки нет, сука. Ну кто-нибудь. Ну че за сломанная миссия, алло? Давай, сука. Среагируй, придурок, ты или вот тот нахуй. Кто-нибудь вообще, блядь. Мне надо поваром переодеться нахуй. Какой народ. Надо поваром переодеться. Вот этот, вот он здесь близко прям стоит. Туалет-то давай заходи. О, наконец-то. Наконец-то он среагировал, блин. Дурак.
Hey, can you hear me? Are you okay?
А, ему похеру.
Hey, you hurt?
Челлендж Саида выполнен. Ай, там же, скорее всего, обыск, да, будет проходить.
Oh, am I supposed to focus? Well, the kitchen feels like a train station.
Find your inner.
I'm ready to inspect the facility now.
Good. I hope you enjoyed the food. Did you bring the P41 we left for you in the apartment?
Yes, I have everything I need.
Good. Let's continue the tour. Continue, you may say. We haven't even started the tour yet. But we have, without you even noticing it, Mr. Pritchard. Invisibility is the best security there is.
You see, the restaurant is in fact a front that lets all ICA personnel arrive unseen. Who notices a dumpling cook on his way to work?
Dressing the part takes you a long way.
ICA guarantees absolute discretion to all clients. We take that promise very seriously, as you will see on all steps of the tour.
Yes. Нихуя. Переход такой резкий. Ты отстаешь, а не я, дура.
Mr. Pritchard, you're back. Let's continue.
Ты отстаешь, а не я, дура.
Much, does it?
Ms. Chen and visitor, welcome. Please report to security desk for visitor sign-in.
Will do. I love the facility AI. It's really looking out for us. And we're in. The inside is a self-contained modular build that can be disassembled and removed in less than 12 hours if we are compromised. No trace we will ever hear.
I agree. Leaving no trace behind is the only sensible MO.
The outside shell is a building marked for demolition. We've put a hold on it with city planning. A deliberate misplacement of the order. But have people in place to rectify that. At first shift, city construction will move in. Our policy around ICA personnel is that they are a resource, but also a risk. On top of contractual repercussions if breaches occur, we perform detailed vetting on everyone. The first, blunt vetting, is a frisk. We have, of course, never had any employees trying to bring unauthorized weapons inside the facility. But we do.
If you use your camera, you can hack that panel.
I'll need to start the setup of your visitor security clearance here, Mr. Pritchard. Please give me your P41, Mr. Pritchard, so we can get things rolling. Thanks. I'll get the procedure started. It'll just be a few moments, so feel free to have a look around. I'll meet you on the other side of the frisk. Naturally, you'll have to be frisked like everyone else. No exceptions, Mr. Pritchard.
How much do you think those guys get paid to just...
There's no way you're getting through that door 47. It only opens for people with an authentic security clearance. The signal is encrypted. Without a dongle, we can't hack it.
My mother always said I had good hands. Said I should have been a surgeon. Okay, you're all fine. Off you go.
А если я сейчас... Подожди, стой. Я здесь не могу сейчас сейву подделать, подожди. Если я сейчас вот так вот подойду... нет. Нет. Смотри, то есть я отошел, и они снова обыск меня будут делать. Вот оно как. Это продумано. Это продумано. Ну, значит, без пистолета идем, блин.
VIP? I'll get right on it.
Good, you're here. I've started the security clearance process. It will take a little while since you're covered by the Zero Protocol. All your data will be encrypted and inaccessible without your authorization. Only facility AI will use it for ID analysis. Fully anonymized, of course. But we can go a few more steps on the tour while it's validating.
ID analysis? What the hell does that mean? Give me a minute. I'll try to find out.
As I said, personnel is the greatest asset, but also the greatest risk of the ICA. The work we do here exerts high-level pressure on our employees, and there is no room for mistakes. We perform a daily, multi-layered, full-body scan to guarantee that no employee will act erratically.
If you find the correct dongle, you can use your camera to hack that panel.
drug use, physical health issues, external pressure, or moral hesitancy. The scan only takes a few seconds. Come on, it's this way inside. I'm sorry, but we can't proceed beyond this room until your security clearance is finalized. So why don't you have a little look around while we wait, Mr. Richard? It should be here shortly.
Shit. We need to intercept that 47, or the facility AI will blow your cover. Get me into one of those computers and do it fast. You've got 60 seconds before all hell breaks loose.
Access granted.
Good, I'm in. And you're safe. That was a close one.
Perfect timing. Your clearance just came through. Let's continue. Let's step inside.
Thinking about getting some of those glasses
So, as you see, we are very serious about security. What we protect is, after all, core to all ICA operations. We and we alone store all legal work, contracts, target profiles, employee files, contract documentation and validation, and so forth. Furthermore, we handle all current operations, effectuate logistics of personnel and equipment. Our analysts do the client vetting, target profiles, and of course offer real-time contract support to handlers and operatives. Storage and transmission of sensitive information like that takes constant vigilance to keep safe. We have a team of engineers solely dedicated to that task, and on top of— Oh, good. There she is.
That's Imogen Royce. Quite the bitch, apparently.
Imogen Royce.
Nothing wrong with her look, though.
Likewise.
Edgy.
Следуйте за Rolls-Royce.
After you. This is the blast and EMP shielded core room, the nervous system of the ICA, where we saw the past and facilitate the present. In general, only a handful of people come out. Hush and myself, plus bodyguards and a chosen few of the engineers. I'm the most likely person to meet in here because I perform a regular physical check-in on the core console as a supplement to the remote authentication procedure. We have a strict routine of daily core maintenance. Part of that procedure is a flash process evaporating all biological matter in the room. You can see Reed through that window. It's her job to initiate the maintenance. Don't worry, we're safe as long as the safety mechanism is engaged. Even if Reed presses the button, the procedure will not happen until we leave the core room. The doors to the core room are all equipped with... You know what? Screw this tour. I know why you're really here.
Cutting to the chase, I see.
Knowledge is power. More importantly, knowledge is opportunity. Let me demonstrate. You have a sixth sense for irregularities. And although Hush's recent behavior has not been reported, it has no doubt brought you here. You do have authority to shut down unwanted efforts, but at heart, you are progressive and not the stickler everyone thinks you are. You have sway with the board, and as I see it, your opinion is now what decides my future and the future of the ICA. So here we go. Imagine this. Having a time schedule on a target with minute details on locations, durations, and purpose. A detailed layout of a target's actions within a defined time frame. That would transform a contract into a surgical dance of precision. No mess, no fuss, low cost.
Just how I like it.
I've been working on a prediction algorithm based on a combination of big data analysis and micro-targeted surveillance of defining target markers, and my results are astounding. All this state-of-the-art is nothing but heavy old-fashioned machinery compared to what I offer. Analysts preparing detailed files, dedicating days, weeks to prepare our contracts, gone. Handlers and analysts supporting our operatives during missions, gone. Teams for cleanup and media manipulation in the rare case something unforeseen does happen.
Breaks today.
All of it, gone. I asked you to imagine that scenario. But what good is imagination when you can see it with your
Feel the
own
need for a
eyes?
break at all.
I think that's a little demonstration.
Again.
Ruiz knew Vincent's girlfriend was breaking up with him.
Looking good, man.
3 employees, unaware that I can accurately predict their behavior. Firing them will result in an already clearly defined reaction. On the top left, we have Sharon Reed, who you saw downstairs. She is a dutiful and
Так, вот здесь сейву нахуй делаю.
trusted employee. If she is to be fired, my algorithm predicts with a certainty of 97.8% that she will finish up her most important tasks before she leaves the building. Specifically, she will press the maintenance button within 11 seconds.
Бля, у меня же нету нахуй этого. Да, я сначала его ебну, потом в нее кину нахуй уж тогда.
But in private, he's a real mummy's boy. If fired, he will immediately call his mother and, at her advice, seek out who he considers his best friend for support. My personal guard, as it stands.
Me? Really? Well, that explains why he's always next to me at lunch.
At the top right, you see Alicia Reynolds. Bright and very passionate about her job. However, also very possessive about her contribution. My prediction is that she will try to disable the work she has done for the ICA. If she's not allowed to enjoy her results, no one is. Specifically, that means she will try to enter the core room and disable the safety mechanism. I'll leave you to consider your choice of who you want me to use for the demonstration. Just let the guard outside the door know when you're ready, and I'll be right back.
I will have a closer look. Maybe your project could play a part in the future of the ICA.
Just let the guard outside the door know when you're ready, and I'll be right back. Oh, and if you decide to leave the room, a guard will escort you around. Safety protocol. Thought I'd just mention it.
She really takes the term God complex to a whole new level.
Так.
Sitting in there pulling the strings like that. I think you should take her setup and give it a spin.
Ай, сука, блядь, он успел выстрелить, собака ебаная. Ой, он выстрелить успел, твари. Где у меня это сейва? Вот. Надо же сначала его ебнуть, короче.
If she is to be fired, my algorithm predicts with a...
Both targets down, good. Just give me a second, and I'm in. You can now access the core 47.
Access granted. Security protocol overruled. Security protocol overruled. Access granted.
Good, you're alone. I'm sealing the room and dimming the windows, 47. No need to worry about intruders. It's all here. Clients, operatives, every hit the ICA ever sanctioned. Enough to shut them down for good. But first you need to locate all files referencing Diana and yourself.
Tell me, what did it feel like? Taking lives?
Random. Disorder.
Well, we are here. Basic training starts at 0600 hours.
Здорово.
I should leave you to prepare. Perhaps I see possibility where others see limitation. I choose him.
The two of you go way back. I didn't realize that you... I don't know. I get why you want to protect her. So, wipe all the data referring to the two of you from their system before we publish the rest. Okay, good. I've set up a link to an information non-profit site. When you press that button, it's up there and the whole world will know. There's no undo 47. This will shut the ICA down for good. You really okay with this? It's who you've been for
Фу,
so
ты
long.
протупил. Ты впервые играешь, нет?
Maybe it's time for a change.
I'll just return things to normal. No need to alert them we were here prematurely.
Нет, не впервые. Я знаю то, что сейчас вторжение будет.
Shit! I missed that. We're blown.
Я не отключил защиту, потому
I
что
can
я
hold
знаю.
the doors for a little while. Use the vents to get out. Go now.
All personnel.
Где там
Breach
вентиляция? Это я уже
protocol
забыл.
initiated.
This is bad. That means they'll shoot on sight.
А,
I'm
он
gonna create some
вентиляция.
havoc, 47. Make the core melt down. Maybe we'll divert their attention a bit.
Warning. Core overheating.
47.
Warning. Core shut down. Temperature
Ты
critical.
проходишь контракта, нет.
Fire detected.
Anybody copy? No sign of any pup. Moving on.
All personnel. Breach protocol initiated.
Man, I got nothing. Standing by.
Warning. Core overheating.
Copy?
All personnel, breach protocol initiated.
Need more men over here! I'm in command! Anybody copy? No sign of any pup. Moving on.
Warning. Fire. Air detected. Security protocol.
Через этот выход уйдем. Бесшумный убийца, что?
We turn now to the data leak bombshell causing shockwaves across the world. The so-called ICA files. The disclosure of
You win. So, what happens now?
The ball's in your court, Miss Burnwood. I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair.
You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered, he is unstoppable, and he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards, and I'm the only chance you've got.
I'm listening.
47 has one weakness. Me.
Правильно, глаголец. Хоп, прикольная миссия. Грустная, правда, концовка этой миссии. Че лагает, блядь? Что за лаги?
Are you kidding? That's the perfect marriage.
I'm sorry to
Что лагает, блядь? Охуеть. Хитман, блядь, лагает. В окнах. О, все, другое дело, блядь.
Sorry, can't let you through. Please leave the area.
Что за лаги?
May I see your invitation, please?
Посмотрела на меня такая. Да, я не помню. Бля, я не помню, где приглашение найти, нахуй. Бля, если он вот туда на балкон выйдет, интересно, можно ли сразу же двоих поебнуть? По-быстрому, нахуй. Не убивайте Диану Бернет. А не помню, где, блядь, находить это приглашение там, сука.
Has Morgan, Yates, and Cone. Ugh, jeez, can you believe these people? Think the whole world is their playground.
Mr. Yates? It's Aaron, sir, from the firm. I came as quickly as I could. Yes, sir, I have the files. Sorry.
Что тут по сюжеткам есть вообще? Вижу цель. О! Хочу. Хочу я это пройти.
Right. Sorry, sir. I'll be right inside.
Сука, не услышит, да, она я? О, услышал.
Central. Something's not right here. I'm taking a look. Hello?
Так, Сьютон ты уже проебан. А, и Эссейсин тоже проебан, ладно.
The rich scratch their asses too when they think nobody's watching.
Don't be crude. Pay attention. Yates wants us on high alert.
We've been at this for months. Ever since the 1% killings began. Nothing's gonna happen.
I know. But when you start thinking like that, that's when it does.
Who are we on the lookout for anyway?
Yates didn't say. Just a standby for a picture ID and a kill order.
Fine. I'll just practice.
Где снопа, блядь? Вот снопа, все нашел. Я аж испугался, блядь, что снопу проебал только что, нахуй. Ой, этот сейчас выйдет на улицу, нахуй. Вы что, по мне ебашите, что ли, нахуй? Или что это, блядь, было за звук? Нет, не помню, не пошли. Только бегают, ищет нахуй. Суетится нахуй. Придурок, блядь. Сука, дверь откройте мне, сука, в зал нахуй, ёбаный. А че снизу-то засуетились? Ой, блядь. Кто такой вообще нахуй? Сегодня не по стелсу нахуй. Блядь, что-то я рано нахуй, походу, быстро сделал второй. Так. Где у меня сейф там? Вот это прощание, да? Вот этот сейф. Пока он выйдет на поляну нахуй, короче. А, цель вторая сразу же... Или что, блядь? Она не ваншотнулась нахуй? Вот этот бы вышел бы на улицу нахуй. Было бы заебись. Он здесь в окне не промелькает нахуй, случай, но... Это откуда по мне ебашит-то нахуй? Откуда по мне ебашит нахуй? Вот оттуда? Че, ебанутый что ли? Они че, ёбну? А нахуй они сюда бегут? Я не конченая, наверное. Ебать. А я думал, откуда по мне все это время стреляли-то нахуй? Это оказывается эти, блядь, бегут нахуй, ёбаный ты рот. Все, перестали? У меня пули-то на вас не бесконечные, блядь, вообще. Че, еще бегут нахуй? Да вы конченые, что ли? Блядь, это реально конченые боты, нахуй. Понял, короче, я жду, пока первый нахуй на балкон выйдет, чтобы второй тоже хлопнуть одновременно, блядь. А как они меня вообще запалили, типа, я вот что-то не понимаю, нахуй. Я вот так вот нахуй делаю один выстрел, все, да? Ладно, и пошел отсюда и нахуй тогда проходить. Сделал один выстрел и дал по съебам нахуй. Это что за прикол нахуй? Это что за шутка?
¿Qué tal? What's going on?
Это что за прикол, смотри?
Hey, talk to me. What's happening?
Если я сейчас вот отсюда выстрел сделаю, подожди. Да, здесь нельзя сейв сделать. А не могу здесь сейв засейвывать?
Okay, continue.
Ладно, плохо, проникаем, короче, пока что сюда. Продолжаем проникать, короче, нахуй поместье в этом. Нахуй времени на это все срань нету.
I don't know. Probably keep something weird inside. Really? Like how? All my clients have kept something weird in their safes, especially when it's a basement safe. Basement safes are where you keep the juicy stuff. I see. Hey, you can always try and guess the passcode. It's never hard. Usually it's the firstborn's birthday or the year they were married. And since the Yateses don't have any kids, that simple, huh? Only one way to find out.
Да блин! Сука конченый. Нах, ты повернулся так вовремя, блядь, твари. Пожалуйста, к карасям, блядь. Сука, не успел. Тут есть шанс его, кстати, ёбнуть. Ну ладно, похуй, давай по-другому как-нибудь сделаем это сейчас. Я хочу, думаю, обыграем еще как-нибудь по-другому получше. А, вот почему он тут так, блядь, да?
Okay, everything's good.
This isn't going to work. My love. It falls on me as constant to protect Providence against all threats. Even his bad
Yeah, Commander, some kind of commotion down here. Have a look around.
The safe burden was an Imperial witness prosecution and you need to get rid of it. Walk me through the process.
Best course of action is blackmail.
I've called in one of the firm's junior partners to pick up some dirt. If Burnwood has a weakness, we'll find it.
He's not?
Then Corvo gets to earn his 7 figures a year. Burnwood suffers an accident. Convincing, but not too convincing. The blame falls on her rogue assassin with the whimsical M.O.
That might fool you.
А чё, станцевать с этой не надо, что ли? Вроде же есть квест танцевать с этой еще. Ну. По крайней мере, не тогда я танцевал с ней. А, там вроде костюм нужен же, чтобы с ней станцевать, да? А где where my suit? О, нихуя, бля. Можно это было уехать, оказывается. А, вон Дианка, да. Кронштадта нет, Кронштадта.
It's done. Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
Edwards. You know how to find him, don't you?
Why, Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the Olive Grove at sunset. One last tango, 47.
Минут всего. Ладно, этот, блин, без сюжета, без всего, по-быстрому так чисто хоп со снапа и потом хуяка этого лоха. Кстати, получается, я мог дождаться, пока он выйдет просто с этой бабой и тоже со снапа его хлопнуть.
How did you know?
Your deal. That kind of power always comes with a price. What's yours?
I think you know. I am sorry. This is a necessary evil.
What have you done?
Ether brand neurotoxin transfers by touch. See, Edwards learns by his mistakes.
А если бы я с ней не танцевал, вопрос.
Brute force is futile. It had to be me. It was the only way.
To get this close.
My family. I know what you did. After all these years, I finally know.
I am sorry.
You didn't have a choice. I did. Providence used you, but I'm no better. All I saw was a blank slate, a weapon to wield. I told myself it was what you needed, but people aren't meant to be controlled. This is a kindness. Goodbye, Agent.
А если бы я к ней не пришел танцевать, я просто уехал, вопрос. Это бы была бы катсцена или нет, блядь? Суть в этом просто. Неприкасаемый. Это что, концовка или нет? Я не помню. Хотя ладно, я не повезу себе. Да, это концовка, по-моему, будет, еще нет? Да, это концовка. Ну, значит, потом концовку пройдем. Там Джорди, когда уже будет на стременах. А сейчас я пойду Геншин поиграю. И вот на стременах. В принципе, он мне нужен по Геншину. Да.